In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to know to stop your child from screaming, crying, or melting down all when you transition them from one activity to the next. Hey, I'm Ashley, a parent coach and therapist who has helped hundreds of toddlers and their families reach their developmental milestones, and I'm a mom of three. So what I'm going to share with you today are the exact things that I have tried and tested with my own children and know that they work. Okay, so before we get into it, let's talk about the why. Why is this happening? Why is your child melting down? What's really going on? So here's what you need to know. Your child is either engaging in an activity that's really fun or really exciting, or they're learning something that they need to know and they're fully engaged or fully engrossed in their activity, and being pulled from that activity too abruptly is causing internal chaos and discomfort. So the meltdown, the screaming, the crying that you're seeing is not bad behavior. It's a response from getting pulled from something that they were really into. Okay. So I had this doctor explain it in a way that made so much sense. He said, imagine when your child is engaging in an activity or fully engaged in their activity that they're doing. They're enjoying it, they're having fun, they're learning, whatever it is. There's hairs on the top of their head that are coming together and forming and building connections, right? So when you come and you stop your child from doing that activity abruptly, you are essentially ripping those hairs out of their head, okay? So imagine how that would feel for them. So your job is to slowly help those hairs go down, okay? So when it comes to transitions, that's exactly what we're going to talk about today, how to slowly help those hairs go down on your child's head, all right? So first thing, what is the activity that your child is doing that they find it really hard to stop doing, okay? What is that activity? And that's important to know because here's the thing. Whatever your child is doing that they don't want to stop doing, that means they really enjoy doing that or they really like learning about what it is that they're doing. So that's an activity that that child needs more of on a consistent basis, okay? So if you tell me, hey, every time we leave the park, my child screams, then what I'm going to say is, oh, your child really enjoys going to the park. So can we set aside time, whether once a week or twice a week, where you take your child to the park and you allow them to do that activity to completion, okay? Or if you tell me, every time my child gets out the bath, they scream. So I would say, your child really likes being in the bath. So how long do they need before they don't scream? Do they need to be in the bath for 15 minutes? Do they need to be in the bath for 8 minutes? Do they need a little bit more time? Okay, so I want you to think about the activity that your child is doing that is so difficult for them to transition from and take note because that's an activity that they enjoy doing. So give them time to do that activity to completion at least once or twice a week to get a baseline of how long they even need to feel complete. So let's move on to the next thing. Let's say you're like, no, I've done that and they need 3 hours and I just don't have 3 hours to do that. Okay, so here's what I would say. If you know that you have to transition your child from something and they're going to struggle through it, I need you to remember this in your head. Connect before you correct. Okay, so what does that even mean? You have to show your child how to transition between activities, right? Okay. So remember, your child lives in a different brain state than us, right? Your child lives in theta, and what theta is deeply associated with imagination, deep thinking, and emotional experiences. So that's where your child is living until 6, okay? Us in our logical, busy minds, we're like, okay, we gotta go, I gotta do dinner. Like we have all these things running in our head that we are trying to get them through, but they are literally living in a different state, okay? So let me give an example. Let's say you're at the park and it's time to go. Instead of saying, all right, in 5 minutes, we're gonna leave, your child probably doesn't understand what that even means. So what you wanna do is do exactly what they're doing. Join them in their play for 5 minutes. So if they're going down the slide, you're going to go down the slide with them. If they're running around, you're going to chase them and run them around with them, right? You're going to join them in their play so you can model how to move from play to out of it, okay? So the 5 minutes is up. You stop playing, you pick them up. Oh, perfect. All right, it's time to go. So you connected with them in their world, right? You pick them up and you move them to the next activity, okay? So connecting with your child is super important because it's modeling for them how to be in that state and then move out of it. All right. And that's the biggest thing that's missing. Your child is needing you to connect with them where they are so you can model for them how to move through it. Okay. So remember, connect before you correct. And the last thing we're going to talk about is showing them what's coming next or the power of distraction. So let's say your child is taking a bath and you know they're going to not want to come out the bath. So think about something that they like. Do they like an iPad, or do they like their tablet, or do they have a special snack? So while your child is still in the bath, you're going to show them the next thing that they're going to do next. You're going to show them, oh, you want to go play with your iPad? Okay, perfect. Come on, let's get out the bath. So your child is willingly going from one thing to the next. We call it going from a preferred to another preferred. Now, sometimes we get this wrong, especially with our young children. We think we can just teach them first, we're going to do this, and then we're going to do this. That doesn't work on our young toddlers, right? So it's called cognitive shifting. So it's hard for a child when they're young to shift their focus between activities, so they need our help doing it. And so that means we have to show them something fun that's coming after something fun that they're already doing. So let's say your child is outside and they don't want to come inside. Maybe you can start blowing bubbles by the front door, or go inside where they can see you and you're blowing bubbles. So they're willingly coming in because they see something else that you're doing fun. Or let's say your child loves washing their hands and they're outside. Oh, you ready to go wash your hands? Okay, come on, let's go. Right? So that's not a bribe, okay? Get out of your head that I'm bribing my child to do something. No, you're helping them shift between activities because their brain is not set up for them to do it correctly on their own yet, okay? Now remember, there's an art and science to parenting, okay? The science is the research-backed strategies that are proven to be effective when managing children and their behaviors. And the art is knowing which one of these tools to pull out at any given moment. So if you are struggling in your parenting journey, I created a community where inside you will learn how to effectively meet your child's needs, manage their emotions, and help them reach their developmental milestones. The way you parent your child is directly proportional to their outcomes, okay? Then you have to respond to their needs in a way that supports them and fosters a healthy relationship. So I will teach you how to do this. So join my community. If you join in the month of April, it's 50% off. Or if you need more support, you can book an individual session. My links are in the description. But I hope you found this video helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.